Hello student, welcome you all for the course of MBA semester 3 Advertising Management. Today is our lecture number 31 and we are going to discuss about advertising campaign planning. So the objective of our today's session is help to understand the concept of advertising campaign planning and how to formulate the effective advertisement campaign. The contents of today's session are advertising campaign planning, steps for advertisement campaign planning, and the example. So, in the last session, we discussed about the advertisement campaign. Okay, so it is a series of advertisement with certain unique theme or singular theme which has been directed to the targeted group of customers to convince the idea as effective as possible. That is called as advertisement campaign. It is also very important aspects of marketing wherever we generally define that advertisement campaign is a form of strategy. Okay, so that is called as it is specifically design strategy. So advertisement is a form of strategy where we would likely to convince to the targeted group of customers by means of using the different medium to achieve some desired results, and that results can be measured in the form of increased brand awareness, increased sales, and improved communication within the specific market. So advertisement campaign is not just only a series of advertisement with certain singular or unique theme. Okay, it is some form of predetermined strategy of the company to convince to the larger group of customers by means of using different mediums. Today our topic is advertisement campaign planning. So planning is nothing but a process of doing in advance, particularly in case of advertising. Here we are conducting the advertisement campaign planning, and that advertising campaign planning has been one of the essential tool to define the effective advertisement campaign. So it is a process of defining and creating the effective strategic advertising to convince the targeted group of customers. So generally it is called as okay defining and creating an effective advertising. Okay, in general called as effective strategic advertising to the targeted group of customers, and so as to convince them we are using this strategy and formulating our advertisement campaign so as to achieve the desired objectives. The advertisement campaign is a simple kind of plan to achieve the objective over a extended period of time. So that advertisement campaign, it is an advertisement okay plan okay to achieve that objective within a specified period of time. Also it coordinates many activities and uses of resources involving in multiple organizations. While preparing the advertisement campaign, here we will relate the advertisement not only to the customers, plus also we are bringing together all the aspects of the organization and its related products, and convincing our product or idea very effectively to the targeted group of customers. Advertisement campaign can be often broken down into phases to achieve some desired objectives. To plan the advertisement campaign, it is somewhat called as some part of critical strategy over here by the company, but they are using this strategy in a longer run and formulating this advertisement plan to achieve some desired objectives. So the steps for advertisement campaign. Now whenever we are formulating the advertisement campaign, okay, primarily we are using some basic marketing strategies. That basic marketing strategies that we will already discuss in the last previous semester 2 in marketing management. So primarily here we are focusing our advertisement campaign using the basic marketing strategies. So first of all, we are identifying the targeted market and try to convince our product, okay, by means of using these basic marketing strategies. So here all the campaigns, okay, whichever advertisement campaign that the companies are formulating, okay, they are formulating their advertisement campaign and related strategy, okay, that depends on by means of identifying the target market using these important marketing strategies. The first one is called as undifferentiated marketing. That is also called as mass marketing. So in case of mass marketing, here the companies those who are producing some single product or only one products, okay, to the entire market, okay, they are using this mass marketing strategy or undifferentiated marketing strategy. So rather than differentiating the products and its unique features, whatever products that they will produce, okay, they are going to convince to the larger number of customers by means of using, okay, heavy advertising media and other related promotional activities, and try to convince the targeted group of customers. Now the second one is called as differentiated marketing. Now here in case of differentiated marketing, okay, businesses that they will produce many of the products, okay, so they will define the marketing mix for the different products, and they also define their marketing strategy, okay, as differently, and making the product as unique as possible depending on the product ingredients and other related features, and try to market that particular product using some different segment, okay, by means of using segmentation. Then that strategy is called as differentiated marketing. Okay, in case of differentiated marketing, we are heavily using the segmentation strategies. So there are different bases of segmentation, and accordingly, okay, the targeted group of customers can be identified according to that. Okay, whatever products that the companies are being marketing, they are defining the marketing mix for each and every product, and then they are formulating their advertisement campaigns. The third one is called as concentrated marketing. Now this concentrated marketing is also called as niche marketing, that we will also discuss in the last semester. Now in concentrated marketing, here we are concentrating on some narrow segment, okay, rather than concentrating on the larger segment or the mass market, okay. So businesses, those who are being formulating their advertisement campaign using the concentrated marketing on the basis of satisfying the needs and wants of any smaller segments, okay, rather than the total market, okay, and they will consider that particular smaller segment as a potential market for themselves of this targeted group of customers, and formulating their advertisement campaign by means of using that concentrated marketing. And the last one is called as macro marketing. Okay, now in case of micro marketing, okay, here targeted group of customers can be identified, that is based on the customer groups, say for example, by means of identifying their zip codes, occupation, lifestyle, or some individual households, okay. So in this way, some further micro segmentation or identifying some relevant features of the targeted market. In this way, the advertisement campaign can be conducted, and that is called as micro marketing strategy. So whenever we are going to plan any advertisement campaign, most of the companies, okay, they are identifying their target market, and they are basically focusing their advertisement campaign using these marketing strategies. Even nowadays, many of the companies, they are also focusing using some benefit segmentation, and go and try to try to satisfy the needs and wants of the targeted group of customers by means of using some sort of creatives. The next step is called as creating an advertisement campaign. Okay, we will already discuss about some of the aspects of this the advertisements, and today we are talking about the specifically about how to formulate the advertisement campaign. So determining the advertising objective. To create an advertisement campaign, we need to formulate our advertisement objective okay, on the basis of, okay, different models of advertising or different models of marketing communication. So we discuss about the AIDA model, okay, then hierarchy of effects model. Simultaneously we discuss about diagonal approach, okay, in the earlier phase. So that Dragmar approach has been primarily used in defining the advertisement objective so that we can measure the advertising effectiveness. So we need to plan our what is the goal of our advertising, okay, or that is called as advertising objective. That means by means of using the defining the targeted audience, okay, defining the desired percentage change that has been required, okay, as compared to the last year or something else, and defining the time frame, okay, for change. So here by means of using the Dagmar approach, we are very appropriately identifying what percentage of targeted group of customers that we need to convince our idea very effectively. So there can be several objectives that one can develop, and to achieve these objectives we need to finalize some different steps while creating the advertisement campaign. So three other important steps are there while formulating the advertisement campaign. The first one is called as making the creative decisions. Now that creative decisions are called as creative strategy. That creative various creative strategies that we will discuss in the forthcoming session, okay. And the another kind of decision that is called as making the media decision. Here we need to finalize the appropriate media so that we can reach to the larger number of customer within the minimum period of time. And finally we need to select that media and relate that particular advertisement campaign into the medium. And then lastly we should have to evaluate the advertisement campaign. Does whatever advertisement campaign that the company formulates, okay, whether that will achieve the desired results. So they are conducting some pre-testing and as well as post-testing of the advertisement campaign, and depending on the results, okay, they will finalize their different activities and control these advertisement campaign. So in this way any of the advertisement campaign can be formulated and they will be executed for that particular advertisement program. Now whenever we are talking about creating the advertisement campaign, okay, the second decision was creative decisions are there, okay. That creative decisions are normally based on some different forms of components, okay. So that components are by means of identifying the product benefits, okay. So here the benefit segmentation can be identified and by me and convincing the targeted group of customers. So what benefits that the customer will receive, so depending on the product uses uh, and other ingredients and features of the products, okay, we are identifying the benefits, okay, whether the product has been beneficial to use, okay, in terms of what economical to use or not, okay, in terms of luxury, in terms of some other aspect that has been related to the individual targeted group of customers. So these are called as the different components of creative decisions. So particularly what benefits the what benefits the product will offer. The next one is developing and evaluating the advertisement appeals, okay. So we were already discuss about the different advertisement appeals, okay. So even considering our emotional appeals and other rational appeals will be there, okay, and some other aspects of different advertisement appeals. Say for example profit appeal, health appeal, love and romance appeal, fear appeal, admiration, convenience, fun and pleasure, okay, vanity and ego esteem and environmental consciousness. So these are the several examples that we can use in the any form of advertisement campaign. Say for example in case of health, so okay, health related products, so we need to convince our idea by means of using, okay, body consciousness or those are very health conscious person that can be shown in the advertisement very effectively. Love and romance can be used as a form of advertisement appeal for selling cosmetics and perfumes. Okay, fear has been particularly shown the form of social embarrassment, particularly for old age, okay, or losing health. So, say for example, beauty care products and some other products. Say for example, insurance product can be highlighted over here. In case of admiration, many of the celebrity endorsement and company spokesperson can be highlighted, okay, to the targeted to convince the idea to the targeted group of customer. So in this way, the different advertisement appeals plays over here. So we need to evaluate, we need to develop and evaluate the advertisement appeal. Okay, such kind of advertisement appeal will works very well to convince to the targeted group of customer. Finally, we need to execute the advertisement message. Here we need to decide the advertisement message. That message may be commercially bound, okay, so as to convince our idea to the larger group of customers. So we need to check our advertisement messages, whether the advertisement will send messages that will be convincible to the large number of customers or not. And lastly, we need to evaluate the effectiveness of the advertisement campaign. So by means of considering these various forms of creative decision, finally depending on that different forms of advertising appeal, we are formulating our creative decisions and judge, okay, whether our advertisement campaigns will be effective or not. So in this way we are formulating the advertisement campaign. So this would be the second stage, okay, using some creative decisions and common advertising appeal. Now, while developing these creative decisions, also simultaneously we are focusing our advertisement messages, okay, by means of defining the USP, unique selling proposition. That unique selling proposition is nothing but defining an appropriate strategy. That strategy should be for desirable, exclusive, and believable advertising appeal. Okay, so that customer not only see the advertisement, okay, that goes on television or in the other media, okay, simultaneously, okay, they will believe that particular advertisement, okay, and in this way we need to define the overall advertisement theme, okay, depending on the unique selling propositions. Okay, while developing the advertisement campaign, we should also consider, okay, how to execute that advertisement message, so that advertising message can be formulated on the basis of common executional styles, okay, or common executional themes. That common executional themes we will already discuss, okay. There will be musical theme, scientific themes, slice of life, okay, lifestyle, company spokesperson or testimonials, fantasy, humorous advertisement will be there, okay, real or animated product symbols would be there, mood or image and dramatization. So different forms of executional styles, so that we can execute the advertisement messages very effectively and try to lure the customers, so that we can transmit the idea of the whatever the advertisement message to the targeted group of customers. So these execution styles will play a very important role, so that we can not only convince but influence the behavior of the customers also. Then the next stage, in case of creating an advertisement campaign, we are discussing the second stage, okay, remember, okay, here we need to use the appropriate media types and select an appropriate media, okay. Selection of the appropriate media depending on the various factors that we were already discussed in the last sessions. So varieties of media would be there, okay, whatever media that we will select, either newspaper, magazine, radio, television, outdoor advertisement, internet advertisement, or any other alternative media, okay, for which media, okay, we need to calculate the cost per contact, okay. So per consumer, okay, what will be the cost of advertising, we need to calculate, okay, the cost of reaching one member of the target market. If the target market is of 1000 customers, okay, out of 1000 customers, okay, what will be the cost of per contact, a single customer, okay, that we need to identify, and that will be helpful in defining the total budget of the advertisement that is being required for by the company, okay. And that total that the cost of per contact, okay, or here in case of advertisement plan, okay, we will calculate it cost per thousand, okay. So by means of considering the various parameters, say for example media reach, frequency, okay, we are calculating the total advertising that has been required, okay. Reach is nothing but the number of targeted customers exposed to the commercials, okay, at least once during a period of time, okay. So at least once, okay, that advertisement need to be exposed to the targeted audience. Now in case of frequency, okay, the number of times the individual can be exposed to the masses. So how many times the advertisement can be seen by the particular targeted group of customer over a period of time, okay, depending on that media reach and frequency, we are calculating the total advertising required. Okay, we need to also consider about the audience selectivity. Here appropriate segmentation of the customer is very necessary. Okay, and that will define the ability of the advertising medium to reach the precisely defined market. So here we need to consider the target market very effectively and considering their media buying habits. Okay, here the media buying or habits of the individual or targeted group of customers need to be considered. And finally we need to define what will be the appropriate media that will satisfy that larger audience reach over here. And then we need to assess the media and finally select the appropriate media among the several media. Okay, there will be an appropriate media would be there, one or two media will be there that will reaches to the larger number of audience. And within the particular period of time we want to achieve our advertising objective. So finally we need to select that media vehicle and relate the advertisement into that media. So this is what use of media types and selection of the media. Now whatever media that we will select, we need to manage our advertisement campaign and simultaneously meet the advertising objective using an appropriate budget. All companies are having the limited advertising budget, so considering the appropriate media scheduling of activities, we already discussed about the different forms of scheduling activities: continuous scheduling, flighting scheduling and pulsing scheduling. Okay, so that continuous scheduling can be conducted over a period of time continuously. We are relaying the advertisement throughout the year. So advertising that will run steadily throughout the period of time means it will be implemented overall in a overall year. Okay, that will be called as continuous media scheduling. Okay, now in case of flighted media scheduling, okay, advertising that will runs heavily, okay, every other month or every 2 weeks. Okay, so there will be some breaks in case of advertisement time over there. Okay, and that can be implemented, okay, using the flighted media schedule. Okay, so there will be some smaller breaks, okay, 1 or 2 weeks breaks, or that advertisement can be heavily implemented over each and every month. Okay, so once in a week or once in a 2 week, okay, depending on that, okay, that should be formulated. Now in case of pulsing media scheduling is a combination of continuous and flighting media schedule. Okay, it is also called as a hybrid scheduling. Okay, so hybrid in case of hybrid scheduling means pulsing scheduling, we are we are making the advertisement continuously, particularly whenever required. Okay, and also manage with some flighting media schedule. So according to the needs and requirement of the company, okay, whatever form of advertisement they are going to relate into the medium, okay, they will conduct that activity using pulsing media schedule. The another kind of media schedule that is called as seasonal media schedule. Now depending on the products, okay, how does the products uh, are making available to the targeted group of customer, okay, or depending on the performance of especially on the performance of the products, advertising is done only when the product is likely to be used. Okay, so particularly depending on the season, okay, we need to manage our advertisement media schedule. And finally we are going to consider our media cost, okay, per advertisement, and we are calculating the advertisement budget. So our to create the advertisement campaign, we need to also consider our media scheduling activities. And considering the all earlier factors, okay, finally we are in a position to develop the advertisement plan. Okay, so whatever steps that we will discuss in right now, okay, depending on that we need to develop the our advertisement plan. And that advertisement plan is nothing but, okay, it is the it describes the thinking and task need to achieve the successful advertisement campaign and fits into the advertiser's marketing strategy. So that advertisement plan is nothing but a successful strategy that they are going to convince to the targeted group of customers depending on the prior efforts that they were conducted, okay, right from defining the target market to development of the advertisement plan by means of considering the effective media scheduling planning of activities, okay. So developing the advertisement plan is nothing but it gives rise to the solid foundation for the advertising decision. So to make the advertisement campaign as effective as possible, we need to plan our strategies, whatever strategy, either advertising strategy, masses strategy, even media planning and other scheduling kind of activities. Depending on that, we need to formulate our advertisement campaign by means of also considering the target market. Each decision made during the campaign must fit into the advertisement plan. So whatever decisions are supposed to be there, okay, there are initially four stages that we will discuss earlier in this session. So we need to plan out each and every decision very carefully, and finally we are in a position to come to develop the advertisement plan. That advertisement plan must fulfill the desired objectives of the organization, okay, that will also satisfy the marketing and advertising objective and what the companies are likely to achieve, okay, once they relate the advertisement into the medium. But lots of basic terminologies and related fulfillment to develop the advertisement plan that we were recently discussed, okay, we need to conduct very well, and strategically we need to define each and every stage. While developing the advertisement plan, we need to consider some particular components, okay, that particular components that depends on the individual organization and what basic features must be there. So we will included some basic features over here. Agency should use the same component regardless of the product, okay. Now that media plan cannot be changed over a period of time, okay. Particularly products can be changed, okay, and that can be matched with the desired requirements of the targeted user, but agencies using the same components, okay, rather than the products over here. Agencies rarely change the structure of the advertisement plan, okay. Now throughout the year or over a period of time, that advertisement plan remains the same, and they can execute that advertisement campaign across the cities, across the multiple media that they will select, okay, and singular theme would be used, okay, to convince to the targeted group of customers. This enables them to compare the plans from year to year, okay. Why does that? They would not change their strategies very frequently, because comparison would be very necessary to achieve some desired results. So it is quite necessary to conduct the activity, and they will consider their advertisement plan particularly year to year, okay, so as to make some effective comparison with the previous ones, okay. So what were the budget that they were set in the earlier years, okay, they will make an assessment, and what form of advertisement campaign they were formulated this year, and what is their budget, okay, and what is their strategy, okay, by means of considering the today's business environment specifically. So they were written each and everything and make the plan more and more strategic so as to convince to the targeted group of customers. Now this is the last stage to develop the advertisement plan, okay, and that is called as the component of the ad plan, okay. So what components would be covered in developing the advertisement plan, okay. That advertisement plan should contain some introductory part, okay. Now in introductory part, okay, they will write the summary of the advertisement plan. So what regarding that particular product and how does they are going to achieve their desired objective, that can be explained very basically over here in the introduction, okay. Then there is a situational analysis. That situational analysis can be considered or prepared on the basis of the current business environment or other important aspects by means of considering some present industrial scenario. So that will describe the factors that will influence the advertisement plan, okay, by means of considering the effective marketing environment. Finally, they will decide their advertisement objectives, goals, the plan should accomplish. Okay, so what will be the objective and how does they are going to accomplish or finish their advertisement objectives? They will define their individual strategies for them. Depending on that objectives, okay, or they will allocate the different tasks in the objective. They are finalizing their budget, so how much money will be spent on this advertisement. Okay, they are going to develop the strategy. Okay, how the ad plan will be accomplished, so how to execute the overall advertisement plan. So lots of things, okay, that are being related with the execution style, okay, and other media planning and other related activities can be conducted over here. Okay, finally they will decide the execution method, where, when and how the ad has been placed into the media. Specifically, this task has been related with the advertisement planning, the media planning and scheduling of activities. So they will execute this advertisement plan into the media. Okay, so depending on the use of the appropriate media, okay, they can finally execute the advertisement into the medium. And lastly, they are going to evaluate the results of the advertisement campaign. So they are conducting some pre-testing and post-testing related activities of this advertisement campaign and determining the success or failure of the advertisement campaign. So whether their advertisement campaign was successful, okay, or what efforts are required further to manage the advertisement campaign very effectively over a period of time, so that they can manage their advertising budget also, okay, by means of considering the present business environment. So lots of evaluationary measures, okay, they will develop and control the media plan related activities. So in this way we are developing the advertisement plan. So the last is called as summary of the advertisement campaign planning. Okay, so whatever advertisement plan has been there or campaign would be there, okay, that advertisement campaign can be conducted by means of using the appraisal of the advertising opportunity. So does it is necessary for the any organization, they should have to go for advertising or not. So finally it is a top management decision. The company will decide, okay, what marketing and advertising objectives that they need to satisfy. So does it require the form of advertising to convince the targeted group of customer. If it requires, then they are going further by means of analyzing and defining the target market, even using some effective segmentation strategies. Okay, and then they are setting the advertising objectives, determining the advertising budget, okay, deciding the media and creative strategy, okay, simultaneously using the execution strategy, how does they are going to execute that advertisement plan. Okay, and prior to execute the advertisement campaign, okay, they are using they are formulating the advertisement, okay, conducting its pre-testing and releasing the advertisement, okay, into the medium, and finally evaluating the final results, okay, by means of using post testing tools. So in this way we are conducting the advertisement campaign planning. So in by means of using these stages, okay, we can conduct the advertisement campaign planning very effectively. Now this is the example of PepsiCo's Youngistan TV advertisement campaign. Okay, now you will see the Ranveer Kapoor has been used, and even Deepika Padukone has been used over here, okay, as a form of celebrity endorsement. Now as we were discussed earlier, the targeting strategy would be undifferentiated targeting strategy that they will use, okay, because their competitor has been launched simultaneously Coca-Cola, that they will launch the, okay, Jashna Manale campaign using the Hrithik Roshan. Now here they were used, the user approach was personality based approach. Okay, so the different forms of personality means the specifically the TV actors and actress, popular TV actors and actress has been used in this Youngistan, and they are going to convince to the larger audience. Okay, as its earlier campaign, Pepsi through Youngistan campaigns aims at capturing the target audience in another cool, funky and attractive way. Okay, even lots of jingles and other forms of communication has been used, okay, using the very integrated form of marketing communication and simultaneously 360-degree communication as well as on the social media. They execute this advertisement campaign across the many of the medias to convince the larger number of customers. So it was again a very successful advertisement campaign over the Coca-Cola. So that's all about today's session. Thank you very much.